Okay. I know this is a frantic start to the video. I left the camera and battery. Okay, I didn't think I'd be doing a live reaction because I got caught up in watching the game. Next thing I know, it's coming down to a game-winning play. Georgia just scored. 19 seconds. Okay, sorry this is frantic. Gotta close the door. Let me explain while I'm running. Camera was downstairs, batteries, just YouTuber stuff was downstairs. I didn't think it was gonna come down to a last second play, but here we are, it is. Let me show a little bit of this. There's 19 seconds left, 2nd and 11. 42-41, Stetson Staquavius Bennett, the 14th, just had the craziest drive ever. They hiked the ball, 18. Tip pass. Okay, it is 15 seconds, 3rd and 11. Ohio State's in field goal range, and from my knowledge, they have a pretty dang good kicker. I think it's one of the best kickers in the country. Okay, a lot's going on. I apologize, I was not ready for this moment. I was watching the game with my brother. I just got carried away. I should have had this set up. Okay, I'm putting the camera on the tripod right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to edit this part out. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on, he just threw it. Okay, 8 seconds left. He just threw the ball. He just threw the ball out of bounds. Okay, I'm gonna edit this part. I'll be right back. Okay, lighting's good. There we go, we're good. Okay, we're going everything, good on everything. Turn the volume down because I can't get the volume in the video because of copyright reasons. Mic's already clipped to me. Okay, we're good to go. 4th and 11, 50-yard attempt. 8 seconds left. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, by the way, for those of you that don't know, I want Georgia to win this game. I picked Georgia to win this game. I'm an SEC fan. Here we go, 50-yard attempt. I think he's going to make it. Oh man. He missed it! He shanked it! Oh. Wait, flags? Hold on, I always check for flags in these scenarios. He just shanked it. No okay, no flag. That's it. Stetson Bennett's crying. Oh man, a 27-year-old grown man crying over beating kids. You love to see it. Jalen Carter waving good. SEC! SEC. You know that chant? It'd be corny if I said it, but the SEC. 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 Let's go. This was one of the only games throughout the season where I was rooting for Georgia. I thought, how did Georgia pull this off? Hold on, we got to talk about this. I guess it's officially over. They're just going to take a knee. Man, dang. Showing CJ Stroud. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of sad. I feel bad for CJ Stroud. Heck of a player. I'll talk about that in just a second. Hold on. I mean, I guess it's over. I don't even need to wait on anything. I'm just going to take a knee here. What? Holy crap. Okay. Stetson Bennett, he was shaky in the first half, but the final drive that just happened, not the Ohio State one, when Ohio State kicked that field goal to go up 41. Let me explain this first. I don't like Ohio State kicking the field goal to go up 30 from 38 to 41. I'll explain why. Because it does nothing for you. And just hear me out on this. Here's my counter argument. If you go for it on the 4th down and get it, you win the game. But let's just say Ohio State doesn't kick that field goal, they go for it and don't get it. Well, in that case and scenario, you're up 38, right, to 35. And now Georgia, they're not going to be inclined as much to really go score a touchdown. So worst case in scenario for Ohio State, it just almost feels like when teams just need field goals to get it to overtime, they're not even trying for touchdowns. I hope that makes sense. Besides the point, whenever Ohio State went up 41 to 35, I was thinking to myself, man, for the past 2.5, 3 years, us college football fans, I've given Stetson DoorDash Bennett a very hard time. but he can shut all of us up in this moment right here. This is what college football is about. And if you don't believe in destiny, I don't know what to tell you, because just this moment getting to where it's at, setting up perfectly. Ohio State's up 41-35. Stetson Bennett can win it for Georgia with a touchdown, and that happens. This is what college football is about. I mean, you just got to love it for Stetson Bennett. Look, I get it. He's 29 years old. Should he be playing against college kids? Probably not. Hey, next year, he'll probably be working at State Farm, helping me put insurance on my car and whatnot. Maybe DoorDash, whatever he wants to do. He just won't be playing college football. But you got to love it. It is kind of corny, you know, how he's crying in the interviews, you know, saying, oh, people doubted me. You know, I'm tired of the sob story. But regardless of all that, what a moment for Bennett. I mean, you just got to give credit when it's due. What a drive. I'm kind of speechless, right? I'm going to be honest with y'all. A real honest moment right here. I didn't think Ohio State's kicker was going to miss that. I was about 98% sure he was going to make that. I can't believe he missed it. I mean, it still hasn't even set in with me, really. Let's turn the TV down a little bit. Yeah, like I said, these raw reactions, it's hard for me to gather my thoughts because so much stuff's going through my mind. I can't believe Georgia won this game. I mean, when you think of it, it just felt like everything was going Ohio State's way. C.J. Stroud played phenomenal in the first half, played phenomenal in the second half. It just felt like Ohio State outplayed Georgia by far. It didn't even feel like it was a close game. And then next thing you know, Georgia makes a couple big plays. DoorDash Bennett has a long 80-yard bomb. Last second drive, and next thing you know, Georgia's up by 1. This is the thing with championship DNA. You can't count teams like Georgia out ever. If you're an Ohio State fan, by the way, I don't feel bad for y'all. Ohio State fans, you had this coming. I mean this in the most respectful way possible. You got the most obnoxious fan base out there. It is what it is. Now, do I think the Ohio State fans that watch this channel are obnoxious? And here's what I'm trying to say. Your casual fans are the obnoxious ones. The diehard fans like me and you and the people in our college football community, you're probably not obnoxious. At least I hope you're not. To those fans, the real Ohio State fans, first things first, I do want to say, I don't think that I call this Ohio State team soft. I'm not going to say that anymore. I didn't think you were soft. Now, you were soft in the Michigan game and all throughout most of the season, but you proved today that you're one of the best teams in the country, which I already knew going in. I just thought you was kind of soft. But Ohio State, I think y'all had a great season outside of the Michigan Northwestern game. Outside of those two games and the Maryland game, pretty great season. Yeah, I mean, there's not too much to say about Ohio State. I don't know what y'all would want me to say. This is just, I couldn't imagine being a Michigan and Ohio State fan for the reason, and I stated this in the Michigan video. I felt like Michigan was the better team in the TCU game. They just made a ton of mistakes, and TCU capitalized. And in this Ohio State-Georgia game, I mean, heck, Ohio State played a A- game. Wasn't an A+ game, but it was an A- game, and you still lost to Stetson DoorDash Bennett. I mean, sometimes, like I said, you got to tip your cap to your opponent. DoorDash Bennett made plays. Who would have thought DoorDash Bennett would have a game-winning drive down 6? Not me. I do got to apologize to Bennett because I've said for this entire year, yeah, he's good when Georgia's winning, but when Georgia's down by 7-14, no, that's when he struggles. And he did struggle in the first half, but in the second half, when they were down and needed plays, it wasn't the Georgia running game. It was Taquavius DoorDash Bennett. Brock Bowers, they're showing Brock Bowers on the screen. Love me some Brock Bowers. Dude's a freak of nature. Can't get enough of him. But going back to Ohio State, I do feel bad for y'all for the fact that I know y'all are going to bring this up. Y'all had a lot of injuries, which It does matter, but I can't make excuses for you. I never make excuses when Alabama has injuries. So I'm not going to do that for other teams. You're not going to get sympathy from me. The bottom line is it's football. We're talking about football, man. Injuries, part of the game, It's going to happen. I wish Marvin Harrison Jr. didn't get hurt. Would it have made a big difference? I don't know. I'm not going to get into that debate. It's the same argument with, would Alabama beat Georgia last year in the national championship if Jamison Williams didn't get hurt? Doesn't matter. There's no need to talk about it because we're never going to see that game again with Jamison Williams healthy. I'm trying to think. I feel like I should say more about Ohio State and C.J. Stroud, but I don't have much to say. Ohio State played a really solid game, and you should have won. That's what would hurt me the most if I'm an Ohio State fan. You should have won this game. Yet, it's another... Let's talk about this. Ryan Day losing another big-time game. Can't get over the hump. Reminds me a lot of Brian Kelly at Notre Dame. He couldn't get over the hump. Ryan Day can't get over the hump. He's not going to be on the hot seat by any stretch of the imagination, but if you're an Ohio State fan, you got to be sitting there going, well, dang, yeah, we played good, but when are we going to win the big one? When are we going to win the big one? Think about this. You ended the season on a 2-game losing streak. I get it. You almost beat Georgia, but you didn't. You lost. It don't matter if you lost by 1 point or 1,000. You lost. That's an interesting conversation and a very bitter, not even bittersweet, but a bitter feeling if you're an Ohio State fan. I'm very curious, Ohio State fans. Please let me know how you're feeling in the comment section. I would be proud of my team because Georgia was unanimously the best team all season. But I also know as an Alabama fan, there's no such thing as moral victories. Y'all know that, Ohio State fans. There's no such thing as moral victories. You're Ohio State. Ain't no moral victory. You're supposed to win these games. Great game to Ohio State, though, I will say that. Yeah, what a day, though, of all... college football, what a day from top to bottom. And not just today. What about bowl season? I can't... That round of applause, whatever. The bowl season was tremendous, and we still got the championship and the Rose Bowl coming up. But, man, what a bowl season it's been. A lot of close games. I think we're starting to see a little bit more parity in college football because of the NIL and transfer portal. I know we give it a lot of backlash, and there is a lot of negatives. But I'm trying to think. This got to be one of the first playoffs or when's the last time we had a playoff this competitive in the, not championship game, but the semifinal games? Normally, maybe one's competitive, but you get a blowout. Like last year, it was 2 blowouts. Just as a college football fan like me and you can't ask for much more. I don't have too much more to say about Ohio State. Congratulations on the not great season, but good season. You had your moments. Overall, though, it is a disappointment. C.J. Stroud, heck of a player. As far as it goes for Georgia, save the best for last. You're Georgia. What do you want me to say? I already said it. Stetson Bennett, great game. I know he had the interception. He had a shaky end to the first half, but hey, man, it don't matter what you do at the end of the first half. It matters what you do at the end of the game, and he came to play. They're showing the MVP and trophy. I don't know if he should win the MVP, shouldn't he? The Georgia defense should have won MVP. They looked bad, but it doesn't matter when you got Staquavius in the fourth quarter. He made up for it. This Georgia team's very special. I like this Georgia team. They got Reese Davis announcing. I already know it's been too long. Let me wrap it up. For Georgia, you're Georgia. You expect to win. You won. And these are the sweetest games to win. I know Georgia for a long time. All my Georgia fans watching this, y'all couldn't get over that hump. Y'all were always beating Bama. It was like a 4 or 5 straight games in a row. Y'all could just never beat Bama. You outplayed Bama, but you could never beat them. And in this game, an example where you kind of got outplayed and you snuck away with one. Pretty good feeling, isn't it? Let me know if y'all can relate to that in the comments. Wait, who got the outstanding player? Is that Bennett? It might be the defense. Anyways, what a game. I got so much more I could say. We'll probably do a recap tomorrow on Sunday. Bring it back to Sunday recap. Yeah, Bennett's getting the most outstanding player for offense. Let me know your thoughts down below. I know it's going to be heated in the comment section. I'm out, y'all. Peace.